What will you look for beneath an organic revenue growth of 5%?
What happened with power, and it looks like it broke even, which would be earlier than expected, and orders were up 14%. Now, it's still bad, and orders are quite low still, but that's a good news. Secondly, the cash flow was negative $1 billion. There was some fear it would be greater than that because the first quarter was the worst
This morning,
quarter.
we see the tiny Gardner Denver taken out by a segment of Ingersoll Rand. Is Mr. Culp managing GE for takeout, including a possible takeout of his beloved Danaher?
I think he's stabilizing right now, and I think stabilizing is going to take a number of years. I think there eventually will be a breakup.
He doesn't have a number of years, does he?
For power, it's going to take a couple of years. He's got to show the cash flow numbers and the liability management earlier than that. People are worried about the cash. He's got to generate some, and it's going to come from his other businesses because he's still bleeding in power.
Karen, when you look at what analysts are exactly looking for from GE, I mean, how has this company changed? I mean, it's changed significantly, but how has it changed in your eyes in the last 3 years, and how will it change in the next 2?
Well, they've divested a number of businesses, no large ones yet, but they're going to be out of oil and gas. They're going to potentially be out of healthcare. And they'll, keep the power businesses, even if they're fixed. Who wants them? They're pretty mature, and they may eventually be aerospace and power separate companies, but that'll be a multi-year event.
Okay, how are they affected by the U.S.-China trade dispute?
That's so small compared to the problems that they have. It's hardly even mentioned in a conversation because there's so many other problems. I think the important thing is aerospace is going to be great. Again, I haven't looked at the numbers yet. Healthcare should be good, and power, it looks like it may have stabilized, and that would be good news.
Well, the stabilize as well, and there's the ditchers of GE Financial as well. Are they beyond GE Financial, or is that still part of the workout?
No, there's still cash flow issues there. And originally, the company thought they'd have to give $2 billion to fund it. Then it was $3 billion. Then it was $4 billion. That's going to be another question. Do they think they're going to be able to? There's some real problems in that business as well. So that's still something that people really care about.
What is the street on this? Is the street buy, hold, sell? On this, I know you don't do buy, hold, sell, but what's the mood on GE?
The tone has definitely turned better, but there's a big bear that every time, people get too excited, pulls it down. He has a strong impact on the stock, and he turned negative again, or more negative.
You are expert on the x-axis. I don't buy the plan. He's got a McKinsey timeline to work with at GE. He's got to go, go, go. You're telling me years to work this out.
Well, years to work out power, which is a big problem, but he's already moved quicker than expected on oil and gas, and he's got to raise some cash. He did the biopharma deal with Danaher, $21 billion, was a surprise and got paid pretty well for it. So he is in a rush to generate cash.